Hi, this is Peter. Today I'm going to talk about a solar project that I worked on, completed in July of 2020, and it's now October 2020. What I have here is two solar modules, 230 watts each, with a total of 460 watts. The solar modules are originally without frame and without junction boxes, so I put those on. Now what we have here is a wind structure that's made out of cedar, and I'll show you around here. So here's a side view and a close-up of the combiner box. The two solar panels are connected in series, and so and then they come to the combiner box. Around the back here, you can see the solar modules are connected in series, and then they go to the left of the combiner box. So the junction boxes were put on the modules themselves, and in their aluminum framing or extrusions, 30 millimeters by 30 millimeters, and so they do a good job of framing the modules. And so the DC is combined in the combiner box, and it comes out of the box at the bottom here, and there's a flexible conduit, and along with the ground wire, and the ground is attached somewhere in there with a 8-foot metal ground rod, and runs around the house. And here we have an NHF antenna using long wire. Comes around the back door, and it enters the house into the basement using this entryway here. And now we'll go to the basement. We are now here in the basement where the rest of the system is, and we have the solar electricity coming in through the brick wall and cement wall. And then we have four major components. We have the charge controller on the upper left, the circuit breaker box on the upper right, the inverter in the middle, and the battery on the left bottom. So the charge controller is an Outback FlexMax 60, and then we have the circuit breaker panel, which contains a bunch of breakers, a shunt, and a electromagnetic pulse protection device that also protects against lightning and also solar flares, like CMEs, coronal mass ejections. And then we have the Magnum Dimension inverter, and then down here we have the Rely-On battery, which is 100 amp hours, and lithium iron phosphate. The inverter is 1,000 watts, and so it's good for a small backup system, and it's off-grid. The power company doesn't need to know. It's not tied to the house electrical. So anyways, it's a small handy system to have. Thank you.